Let's take this show on the road. Shit, different day. I be bored out my mind. Hometown, love my place, but while I'm in my prime, gotta go get away. Hop a train, hop a flight, and ride. Tonight I gotta break free. My job, those boss be working my nerves. Clock out at 4, phones on do not disturb. My boyfriend's cool. I need my girls, the world is ours, so run it up, let's go to a land where we cannot be found. So off the grid, way too little, slow down. No, me and who when they see me out, booked it 'cause I'm not waiting around for you. Let's fucking go, Miami. Let's fucking go, Chicago. Let's fucking go, New York. Let's fucking go, Houston. Let's fucking go, Atlanta. Let's fucking go, Tokyo. Let's fucking go, Brazil. Let's fucking go, London. Let's fucking go, South Africa. Let's fucking go, Korea. Let's fucking go, New York. Let's fucking go, Toronto. Let's fucking go, Paris. Let's fucking go, Nigeria. Let's fucking go, DC. Let's fucking go, LA. Let's fucking go, trees, new beach. We be out on the coast. Swimsuit, 2-piece. Catch me doing the most. Eating good in Paris. Grab a glass, make a toast to life. Just living like it's my life. In these streets, music playing all night. Hawaii, I found my peace on a mountain zip line. Australia stole my heart, and the natives are fine as hell. Oh well, let's spend it all.
Hey, everybody. It is Tea Talk with your girl and Sassy T from TV.
What's up?
Yeah.
803, drop the T. And
Hello, everyone.
P's Gen Extra.
Hey, everybody.
Yes.
We are
What's
dropping
up?
Sassy Tea Talk. Hey, y'all. It is Wednesday night.
Hi. It's a Wednesday, child.
Yes, it is
Yes.
hump day. Got to get over this hump.
We'll do it.
Child. I got pushed over the hump, okay?
Yeah, that hump.
Gotta
I'm
hump
ready.
the hump. Hey,
I'm
gotta
ready for
hump
this
the
week
hump.
to be over so we can get into next week. Oh my God.
Yes.
Gosh, I'm ready. Spring break is not coming fast enough,
No,
okay?
slow down.
Talk about laughing and having a good time. Where them flies at? Hey, where them flies at?
They said Melody live on TikTok right now.
Oh, is she?
Oh,
Is
she is?
selling stuff?
They say she having flash sale.
Oh, okay.
Cool. I have some biking
Yeah.
shorts coming. It should be here tomorrow.
I got
I
those
got
purple ones, the purple leggings. I think those are
them
so
cute.
pretty.
Hmm
I got the black biker shorts,
I got black too. You can always use black.
and then I got the
Yeah.
guy over money shirt, and then we ain't taking no L shirt as well.
Mm-hmm. And I already got a shipping date.
You got the bucket? Did y'all get the bucket hat?
I didn't get the bucket hat. I thought it was cute though.
I got one bucket hat. I got the bucket hat.
Mel said she ain't gonna be hot this summer. She got her fan. Wait a minute. Now see how it's moving the wig though. Now see how it's moving the wig.
Uh-uh.
Uh-oh, y'all. She learned how to pop it. Ah!
She got it.
Oh, Lord. She
You
ain't
got
gonna
it.
never stop popping that fan.
Oh, it's back in stock. $24.
Yeah,
What the fan was
I
that?
got mine.
It's back. It says it's back in stock. 24.
I didn't know the fans was out of stock.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, Mel
I went
learned
there,
how to
yeah, but I
pop
tried
that
to get
thing.
it. I couldn't get one.
Mm-mm.
Y'all know Boss Lady is. Listen, y'all know she is her mama's spirit, baby. Y'all know she is.
Yeah. Anyway, let's get to the show. Let's get to the show. Y'all know I gotta do 2 and 3 things at one time.
That's okay. How y'all doing, peeps in the YouTube lands? How y'all doing?
Right. Listen, shout out to the Mars. Shout out to the Mars.
Shout out.
Channels, okay? Shout out to the
Yes,
Mars.
and y'all know who y'all are, okay?
Mm-hmm. It's enough of y'all. I tell you that. It's enough of y'all.
You got that right.
But we love y'all.
We do.
And we apologize to everybody for starting late, but life happens. And to be honest,
It's me.
It's important that we all know that some of us have really important responsibilities and that they have to be there. And Sassy is a nurse, so nurses can't just walk off the job like me. Listen. I'm off at 3:00, and let me tell you, at 2:50, I shut the shit down. Ain't nothing shaking. I might have a conversation with you, but I ain't doing no damn work. But Sassy, unfortunately, she don't have that luxury. She can't just walk off because she a nurse. So we thank y'all for understanding the work of the health cares and how important it is and being patient with us, okay?
Especially in the government, honey, because I ain't trying to walk out for them to walk me out. No.
Yeah.
Not now.
Especially not now. People losing their jobs like it's nothing. My brother,
they just walked our CEO out, honey. Walked him out.
Yeah,
with the police. Wow. With the police.
Ooh. That's gonna be
investigation, honey. Investigation. Oh. $11 million missing.
Oh.
That damn Elon and Trump ain't playing. So yeah, we had a union meeting today. So
wow.
So you in the government, make sure you do what you're supposed to do. And they just want to take over everything.
They do. That's the big part of it.
Yeah.
Breaking stuff so it can't be fixed.
And I tell you, y'all, next year is we're going to have to really vote. Turn them seats.
You said next year?
Sorry, y'all. Sorry. So anyway, y'all, I had heard y'all had said, I was in here talking to my friend, both of these work. So I had heard y'all had said that y'all wanted to talk about somebody's son who had gotten arrested or something. I mean,
clank.
Wait, not the clank. Not the clank. Ain't that what they say? Clank.
Clank, baby. Turkey.
What did happen to
Child, the older son done beat up the police, child. Got in an altercation. Dr. Elaine.
Oh, the relationship expert that be talking about everybody else.
Yeah, right. Talking about all the kids and everybody else relationship. Why you ain't talking about your child?
Before he had tried to run him over with the car, so he was fighting.
Oh, he was gonna kill him. Okay, acting like his mama.
She must be go live and talk about it. I'm sure she'll probably go live. Isn't she gonna go live and talk about it?
No, she embarrassed. No. She perfect. Remember.
You're not gonna talk about that, honey.
Yeah, see, that's when she puts out venom about everybody else. It circle back on somebody that he hasn't been on the show here, and now he's fair game to be talked about. Yeah,
talk about Toya's money, how much she spent, how she treat her husband,
Dr. Greg, Sweet Tea.
She talk about all of that.
Yeah. Man, your child out here beating up the police and trying to run over. Trying to leave skid marks on the police.
Wait a minute, not the skid marks on the police hat.
The skid marks on the heel pin say, back it up, pull it forward, and pull off, but he couldn't get away.
Not the skid marks.
Skid marks.
Oh my goodness.
Skid.
Y'all is a mess.
On Skid Row. So Dr. E, it don't pay for you to be out here talking about everybody else's relationship. And your son is out here fighting a popo like a fool.
When it's dangerous, if
we
you're doing that,
listening, Dr. E. Where you at?
I agree. I'm waiting for her to talk about it.
I'm waiting for that. I ain't heard nothing. Quiet as a church mouse.
She's not talking about it. She's not gonna talk about it.
She too busy talking about Sweet Tea and Dr. G and Tosha and all her Birkin bags and all. She just jealous.
Right.
Yeah, she's not gonna talk about it.
No, ma'am.
So
they should have beat him. You're right, Alicia. They did beat him up, didn't they?
Listen, shout out to Lakeisha Keisha, because that's where I saw the story at.
Yeah. That's where I saw it first. I saw it on Lakeisha Keisha. Yeah.
So, baby, here it is right here. Here's the paperwork.
There it is. There's the receipts.
There's the paperwork.
You don't want me to bring out the receipts?
There they are. Baby girl. They got the receipts.
Boom now.
What you had said, Sassy. Not the receipt.
Do you want me to bring out the receipt?
Do I need to bring the receipt, baby girl? Because I got receipts. What is she talking about?
You know,
not the receipt.
Yes. Read it to us, T-Child. What did he actually do?
Do you want her to bring the receipt?
I want her to bring the
receipts. She got the receipts, okay? Let me look it up, because you know I can't see it on there, girl. She got the papers now. She got papers on. She got them papers over there on him. She got papers on that boy. Yeah, so that's what it is. Heavenly can run her mouth about everyone else's business but her own. Now look at their trash being revealed. Mariah told us.
You know, they say Mariah was talking about the receipts because allegedly Dr. Damon used to date Heavenly's sister. This is what I heard. And I heard this a long time ago, but I didn't know if it was true. But now it makes sense.
With me in this particular story.
Okay, she got another breakdown of it.
Go ahead and
of the indictment.
Membership.
There's a new video.
You done been indicted.
If you
10 minutes ago, just released.
You know, the police carries between 5 to 20 years. So I don't know if they're going to this, but that is what it says. So with regards to this, as I said,
y'all hear what she said?
The officer basically said that
that's a mess.
On the 23rd day of February 2023, that Damon Jr. did unlawfully and knowingly commit an aggravated assault upon this person, Ryan, a public safety officer employed by Georgia State University Police Department as a peace officer, who was at the time of the assault engaged in performance of his official duties. As such, he was a public safety officer. Now, the said assault being committed by driving his vehicle toward the officer. So that is what the officer is implying. He drove his vehicle toward the officer. So the officer isn't implying that, okay, he had the means to likely hurt him with his vehicle. Now, again, we don't know what happened. Maybe there are some other things here, because I don't know how he would arrive at that. I wasn't there. I can't tell you. But this is, in fact, a felony. So maybe that's some evidence that they really have not showed us. But let's kind of get into it. I'm going to show you guys just a little bit more, because like I said, head over on Patreon. We're going to have a whole Patreon, and we're going to talk about this freely and be able to say whatever it is we want to say without having the restrictions of this. You know, YouTube is very different. So go over there, purchase your membership on Patreon. It does.
Child, he in trouble. She said that thing carried 5 to 20 years.
Oh, 2 to 23, and assault committed. Ooh.
5 to 20 years it carried.
I hate to see that.
Something had to happen in order for this dude to try to run the man over. Yeah.
I don't want to see no man have to go, you know.
Yeah, when the police get involved, you never know what they provoke. So we have to hear more about it. But it's been ongoing since 2023, and we haven't even heard any aspect of that. My son is going through something. Nothing. Just anything. Yeah.
But people kept saying too that Heavenly hasn't spoken about Allura and her not being in college, but she has indirectly done it. And let me tell you when. The other night, her and Quad did that video. Did y'all see that? When they kind of was snapping back at Simone and Sweet Tea, and they were in the video, and Quad was eating. I don't know if y'all saw that. I showed it the other morning. Anyway, they was kind of clapping back and saying little stuff, and then King was there and all this and that, and he was there. He wasn't getting paid, and blah, blah, blah. But in that video, she says, Quad says, we're at Laura's house. So Allura has her own house there in Atlanta. So there's no way she would be in college because that would be dumb money. Y'all know Heavenly ain't about spending no dumb money. So she wouldn't have no apartment there if she was in college. There wouldn't be no need for that.
Yeah. Was she pregnant at one time? Her daughter?
Child,
that's what I heard now. That's what I heard. I heard she was pregnant at one time.
That's what I heard too. He tried to hit the popo with his car. That's considered assault, I believe. Well, he wasn't a police, but it sounded like he was a security guard.
No, he was a public safety.
Sassy, they saying that they said they was on your page waiting for it to start and it never did. But I see it up there. I see it on up there.
You know what? I did a scheduled one.
Oh, you did?
I forgot. Yeah, hold on. Y'all hold on. I'll be.
Now we know why Lord later go back to school. She doing online classes? Oh, okay. She could have transferred and goes to a school in Atlanta. That's true too. Allura is a hot mess. Them kids is their karma. Not the kids is the karma. She stated she was doing most classes online. One of the sons had a baby.
That's what I heard the rumor about the son baby.
Heavenly got a grandbaby?
Yeah, I agree with D. Herford. That was surprising. But she never addressed it because the lactose intolerant, you don't have to get Similac for that. They have other products. Deborah Randall says she heard that too. Okay, Deborah. Online.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
I don't need any of that as of yet. Plus, I was fine until I had my oxygen levels had dropped fast, but it's all good. God got me. Oh, good. You good there, Sassy?
Yeah. I just changed it. I put the wrong.
Get those likes up.
Thank you, Linda Gamble.
Get those damn likes up.
Get them likes up. Get them likes up. Are we gonna shut it down?
Or we gonna start singing? How about that?
Yeah. I don't want that.
Lock the doors till they get them locks up. We're gonna
lock
close
the doors
till you get them lights up.
Ushers, lock the doors. We gotta get these lights up.
In the bushes anyway. Yep, y'all ain't doing nothing in the bushes. Eating anyway.
You're eating in the bushes.
That's all y'all doing. Y'all going to the restaurant, eating $50 worth of food. Give us that $50 in likes. Marvin Sapp got sapped on that one, baby.
He did. Ricky Smiley trying to help him.
They ain't gonna work.
He gonna come out. Yeah, he gonna come out and try to help.
They're gonna be asking for them Doge checks when Trump them send out them Doge checks. The church be asking for them checks, the stimulus and the Doge checks. You gotta turn your check in.
She said she can do what she wants, but keep your daughter out of grown folks' business, and she is not her friend.
Yeah, she's been like that since she was a child.
Yeah. Canadian Queen said, after seeing T-Talk doing boots on the ground, I had to learn it myself. Well, we all should be doing it too.
I'm still working on my.
Do it right.
I'm working on my Canadian Queen.
Right?
I'm trying to work on mine.
Yes, Sonia, those were cute. And Ralph had the nerve down the basement to like Phaedra's video. Somebody said Ralph from the basement. He liked Phaedra's video.
Trying to
cowboy outfit on.
You know how to do boots on the ground?
Yeah.
I'm still working on it.
I do.
I'll have it.
Hold on.
Oh, let me turn this off.
Almost a year ago, Mama works. I'm still just thought that was kind of trifling. Please don't shut the doors.
What happened?
You might want to get them one of these, okay?
All right. So who's supposed to start us off tonight?
Drop the T.
All right. It's on you, girl. Let's get this review started.
All right. So we're gonna start off with Angela and Britt. Angela is at the park. She looks like she just was jogging. Britt walks up. She has her baby in the stroller. So they get to talking. And Britt asking her what's going on, and she's talking about how all the problems that she's having with trying to renovate her home, different things like that. Also, Angela, she doesn't look too well. It looks like she's having a lot of problems with trying to get all the homes she got renovated. I think she bought like 3, maybe 4 houses at one time. And she's having a really hard time with trying to get all of them renovated so she can sell them. So she's telling Britt about that. And then also, 1 second here. Then they get to also talking about when you're married, we should not include our husband into family business, into our family business. And then also Charles and Angela's mother got into it, something about her not cleaning up. Then we go back into where Britt says she wants to get to know Angela a little bit more because she don't have a lot of girlfriends. And she's like, you can love or hate her. That's the type of person she is. Some people love her, some people hate her. So I can understand that. Also, when they're talking about relationships with the family, that's a hard decision when you have a mother and a spouse who kind of don't see eye to eye, and also with with your sisters or brother and them as well that don't see eye to eye. So basically she's saying that Charles and her mother kind of don't get along. And also the sisters kind of have a problem with him as well. And another problem is because Angela supports her family financially. Then Britt also starts talking about her sisters as well. She says her sisters think that Mike is trying to be their dad. And then Britt also goes into talking about their dad. The dad was the pillar of the sister. She has 2 sisters, which are Tiara and what's her name, Cher. And also she talks about how Mike is trying to act like their dad. And she said Mike is not trying to act like a dad. They had a dad, but the dad passed away due to a blood clot. And ever since that has happened, the sisters have not been as close as they were. And especially the younger sister, which is Tyra, she took it really hard. It's like she's, giving up on life, Britt says, and that's really hard for her. Um, and the bad part about it is that the dad was just sitting on the couch and he got the blood clot and excuse me, passed away. Also, it seems like they got that in common with their family, where they have problems with their sisters, and also with the husbands, what have you. To me, I think that the husband should stay out of that side of the family business. If the sisters and mothers are into it about some, or the sisters are going through stuff with their sister, I don't think that the husband should get in it. Let's see here. Also, the same thing with Angela as well. Let me 1 second here. Oh, so then Angela says that she's going to throw a get together this weekend, and she, thinking about inviting Shamea over to the, inviting Shamea to the get together. So Britt kind of looks at her, and they're reflecting back on what happened, and Angela says that she is down for Drew, like Shamea is down for Portia. And the name calling, the back and forth and things like that, that was childish. So Angela says, she just wants to move forward, and to move forward with everything. Then Britt goes into talking about Kenya, and about Kenya a little bit shady. She's kind of like a nasty, nice girl. But she says she, was willing to, talk to her, but she's going to keep her eye on her as well. Then we get into where Shamea is at her home, relaxing by the pool. Her sister walks in, walks up. They start talking, and she's telling her sister about the song. And Shamea has been singing for a long time. And Shamea says that she even used to sing with Carrie Hilton. They were in a group together, but she felt like she never got her shot. I did not know she used to, be in a group with Carrie Hilton, but she never got her shot. So she says she's thinking about presenting it to the girls. Her sister was listening to the song. Her sister said the song sounds great, or what have you. And so she's thinking about presenting it to the girls. But then also, she tells her sister how she wants to play it at the dinner, but she's looking like a little uneasy, like she really don't want to play it. But, her sister's looking at her like the song is good, go ahead and play it. And then Shamea, in her confessionals, she talks about she was wrong for talking to Angela like that, where, she's trying to be, the sisterhood and things like that, and by her on TV and things like that, that doesn't give her a good look. Also, she says that she's going to be going to she was invited by Shamea to go to a dinner, and she says that she's going to order some olive oil from Instacart and take that to the party as a way of putting like an olive branch out to her and letting her know that she want to start over with her. So what do you think about that, Sandra? How do you feel about Shamea putting her big girl panties on and wanting to, start over with Angela and let bygones be bygones? How do you feel about that?
I liked the fact that she was willing to admit that she was wrong, even though she first put it out there like she just threw a joke. It was kind of aggressive with the nose and kind of making fun of that. She did still throw a couple of digs they were harmless, but it just depends on whether or not they're going to be able to just throw things aside and be friends. But I like the fact that she brought the olive. She thought of ordering the olive oil and bringing the olive branch when she was talking to her sister. And I thought Angela also had a good scene with Britt and talking about what had went on earlier with the ladies. So I like how they tie in everything in, still introducing us to the new ladies and then letting us know more of their personality.
Okay, well, and how do you feel about it, Sassy?
I enjoyed the engagement with Britt, and even though Britt is not one of my favorites, I'm just gonna be honest. I enjoyed the engagement with Angela. Angela is more mature, and she does bring she talked with a lot of wisdom and stuff like that when it came to Britt. Hoping that, that her and Shamea can squash everything. I did like the fact that Shamea talked to her sister and gave her sister first dibs on listening to the song. I do like Shamea's song. I do think it's a little bit over auto-tuned because Shamea has a beautiful voice. So I feel like they should have backed off the auto-tune, but the song itself is a vibe. I mean, I like it. So yeah, I enjoyed that conversation and that engaging. I like how they had it calm and it's leading up to something. So
okay, but how did you feel about the comment that was made that the husband should stay out of the sisters' business as well as the mothers? Because the two ladies are having problems with the sisters and their mates.
Well, I agree when it comes to that. Like Angela said, her mother and Charles were, used to get along, and then her mama had an opinion, and Charles don't like it. Charles is just the type of person, he don't care about your opinion. And you know what I'm saying? He just one of them ones that I don't care what you think. It ain't like if I tell you ain't like that, it's not like that. I don't care if he's your mama, daughter, sister, brother. That's how he is. And they know how that man is. Okay. They know how he is. They've been around that man a long time. And I'm pretty sure this is not the first time he's unsnapped or they don't had disagreements. I'm pretty sure they had, more disagreements. And now with Britt and her sis, Britt's sisters, I feel like Britt let her husband come between a lot of stuff. It's almost to me like she depends on him like a daddy. It's weird. It's weird.
Okay, and then I guess that was their first time going out to eat by themselves without the husband.
Yeah, he calling.
Well, yeah.
I'm like, my husband wouldn't do that. If I'm out with you guys, he ain't calling me 24/7. It's time to come home. It ain't your dog. I am not your child. You don't tell me when to come home.
Your husband ain't doing it, but it's people's husbands that do try to do that.
I know.
Yeah.
So okay, so
and that's irritating.
It is. It is.
So what I think is that Britt's husband is very similar to somebody that I know, and I don't like that. That's too overbearing, and you're not letting her live her own life. And he's probably the reason why she really don't speak to her sisters. In the fact that she got a little bit of money now, so I feel like she thinks she's better than them too, as well. Yeah.
So both of them
they said her husband used to be a pimp. So, excuse me, PIMP.
He looked like he wouldn't be no PIMP of mine. With his
that's what they say, honey.
Wait a minute, Elizabeth says, I'm still not completely feeling Shamea. She seems a little bit conniving to me. She's working on becoming the star of RHOA. I'm just saying, my opinion.
Yeah.
I think she's okay. I don't feel that way. I think she doesn't act like people that got like a rich. They don't, how they be like stuck up, and Shamea doesn't give me that. Shamea doesn't give me that to me.
Yeah. I think she's just a fun person. And her
Yeah.
personality is just a fun person. But
Yeah,
as the season progresses, we shall see.
right.
We shall see.
All right. So T Talk, how do you feel about it? Do you think like both of Angela and Britt, they're having problems with their sisters, where with the husbands? Britt is having the same problem that Angela's having as well. Well, I guess they both in that their husband are in business.
What you call she gonna always have problems with her husband Angela because he not he don't give a shit about nobody. He gonna say what he gotta say. So if they can't handle that, then they might not need to go over her house. Because I'm telling you right now, that man ain't backing down for nobody. And he gonna have something to say about how his wife conducting herself. He's gonna have something to say. That's why when she was over at Shamea house, why she's saying, "Oh, my wig was messed up." Girl, stop lying. You didn't care about that wig. You knew Charles was gonna check your ass and tell you what you think you doing. No. These women don't have the backbone. That's what I think.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That's
right.
Okay.
All right. Sandra P.
Okay, thank you, Dr. T. I appreciate that. So she left off at the scene, the Angela and Britt. So then we get a scene with Britt. Britt's getting a lot of scenes. They're really trying to push Britt and introduce Britt. She had a good tagline that people like. So we see Britt and her sister. Dr. T was talking about this. Her and the sister are having problems. And the sister, I thought the sister was pouring out her heart, just telling her that she don't feel like they get enough sister time because of how Mike always inserts. And then we have Mike blowing up the phone. We also have, when they left that scene, we went into Drew and Ralph's scene. We get to see Drew and Ralph at home running drills on their front lawn with the kids. I love Drew and Ralph's house. It's a beautiful home, but it's in kind of like a real neighborhood where little kids get to go out in the front yard and play, that sort of thing. Beautiful grass. And I always thought that Drew and Ralph make an attractive couple, even though I never could stand the way Ralph talks to Drew. But they kind of joking with each other a little bit. The kids want Drew to play and get involved in the drills. Ralph, of course, has to drag
I'm
Drew.
sorry, you just confused the hell out of me.
What?
You said you really like them, and then you say you don't like the way you treat Drew.
I don't. I like them when Drew and Ralph come on the scene. You get like when I first met them, I'm like, oh, this is an attractive couple. I love this.
Oh, you mean the
then
aesthetic.
When he starts,
okay.
When he starts talking to her, it just your heart sinks, and you can see
look
Drew's.
Good together.
Yeah, they look good together.
Okay,
Aesthetics,
but they not.
That's perfect.
Okay.
They're not a good couple. They're not a good couple, even though they're still. If the neighbor drives by, you would think they have the perfect life. This beautiful kids, this handsome man, the beautiful wife playing on the lawn. And he, of course, he got in a dig. He was like, don't break your Achilles heel. And then production is shady. They flash back to Jamaica at Sanya's event when Drew is supposed to be running and took off for 2 seconds and literally broke her Achilles heel out of the country in Jamaica and was in so much pain. And then Ralph was annoyed that he had to push her around. So he brought that up and production helped him. So she said, well, I'd like to play, but you got to ask daddy. So they all end up running around. And then he kind of pushed Drew out. Like, okay, we got to get back to going back to what we were doing. Because the son's a little older. I guess he's playing football now. They keep telling us that Ralph is an ex-NFL football player. I don't know a lot about football, so I'm not sure. Anybody else who knows if that's really true about Ralph, maybe it was. So Ralph and Drew are talking. Ralph says that he's not a narcissist. He's getting all these texts from Drew accusing him of being one. Confessional Drew is asked by production if she even knows what that means. Drew had to look it up. I feel like they asked Drew something else in other seasons and she had to look that up too. So Ralph is very self-centered. I don't know if he's diagnosed as a narcissist, but that's what Drew calls him. So then we have confessional Ralph in a black blazer with no shirt. And the producer is asking him questions about Drew. Ralph says they were getting along, but a couple of weeks ago they were fighting. So Ralph says that he apologizes if Drew felt that way. And then he tells Drew, I know what a narcissist is. And the narcissist actually is not able to apologize. So that's supposed to be true, that they're so self-centered they wouldn't apologize for anything. So the next scene we have Kelly and Kenya. Kelly goes over to Kenya Moore Hair Care, which is the spa. It's beautifully decorated. Kelly compliments her. Kenya compliments Kelly on what she's wearing. Kelly's wearing this cute little multicolored kind of jumpsuit looking thing, and she has on different colored shoes. Kelly's just adorable. Kelly is growing on me week after week, as I keep telling y'all. So they start talking about the salon. She tells Kelly that she built it up from the ground floor from scratch. And she talked to Kelly for advice because we know Kelly is building these multiple businesses. Kelly tells Kenya she got it. She just got to keep doing what she's doing. Kenya notices Kelly's security. Ask Kelly why she's walking around with security. Excuse me. She said, why is she walking around with security? Kelly says that her husband threatened her. And Kenya asked a strange question. Kenya asked, do you have proof of that? And Kelly says, well, he actually threatened to delete her. He threatened to take her out in court. So he did that in front of people. So now she has security guard. It's funny. The camera put security guard on camera. His name is Big Ken. He started adjusting himself, fixing himself up. So we're going to see Big Ken this season on and off. He's in the last scene as well. So Kenya asked what the problem is with them. Kelly says that the main problem is the man told her that he doesn't want her to continue on the businesses. They're fighting over the businesses. He want to leave her with nothing. So Kenya is joking that, oh, he tried to color purple you. And Kelly's like, I'm going to wait to exhale him. So Kelly, she got her good sense of humor. Kenya has a vulnerable moment. Kenya tells us that she said she sank $400,000 into this Kenya Moore hair care. And she's afraid that she's not going to be able to send Brooklyn to college. We know Brooklyn is Kenya's little girl that she had during her marriage with Mark. I guess they are still married, but she's not receiving help. But she shed a tear over it. She said, I don't even know if I'll be able to get her to college. So Confessional Kelly, she's in this dress like a little widow. She's in a black Chanel suit. Kelly looks adorable. So she is telling Kenya, Confessional Kelly is saying that sometimes God gives you what your mission is, and you just have to deliver on it. And she encourages Kenya in real life. She just said, we'll get Brooklyn to college. Don't worry about it. You can do that. Are you thinking about franchising? Kenya says she wants to franchise. So it just looks like Kenya needs more help. We've known Kenya over the years, and she seems like the type that might not want to ask for help. But it seems like she has a friend in Kelly. Kelly is about her business. She's really growing her Nana's waffles, chicken and waffles, even though it looks like the husband is trying to sabotage her. So I'm glad that they actually showed that. And then Kelly said that she is proud of Kenya, what she's doing, just keep on doing it, and she knows she'll make it through. We'll get Brooklyn to college. And Kenya tried to make a joke. Well, let me just stand up and give these big old boobs a hug. So she kind of ended with a lighthearted scene, but I thought that was a really touching scene of Kenya and Kelly. So what do you think about the scene, Drop the T, between Kelly and Kenya, or the scene between Drew and Ralph? You can start wherever you want. All right, Drop the T. Let me skip Drop the T. If she Drop the T, she might be taking it.
I'm right here.
Okay.
Sorry, I have my thing on mute. Gyrl and Ralph. So Ralph reminds me of Martell. Martell was saying he was sorry all the time. So narcissist Ken say allegedly, and for entertainment purposes only. Ken say they sorry because Martell did it all the time, and we know allegedly that he's a narcissist. So, and him and Martell run together. So I think he's lying about that. I think he, wants to be. I think he likes the word marriage and likes the picture of it, but he doesn't want to do the work to be married. I think that he is trying to prolong their divorce. To me, I do think that Ralph is a narcissist. I do not like how he talks to Drew, and I just don't care for Ralph at all. I don't care for Ralph at all. Also with the scene with Kelly and Kenya. I think Kenya was dressed really nice. I liked that suit she had on, the little pink and white suit. I loved it. Kelly's outfit. I think they can both relate to each other, where Kenya is trying to go through a divorce, and Kelly is going through a divorce as well. So I think they can both, relate to each other, what they're going through. But I think that Kelly, I'm still on the fence with her about stuff. When she, talks to people, and I don't really know if she's sincere, if she really wants to, be friends. I don't know if she's a girl to me. So I'm still on the fence with her. Because like that shady stuff she did with Portia. So I don't know if her and Kenya, they can be acquaintances, but I don't think friends. I don't know. It's just something about Kelly. I can't wrap my finger around it. But they're good to relate about divorce stuff, and maybe she can help her with business. But as far as like friends, I don't get that vibe from her. I don't get the vibe that she is like a friend, like a girl's girl. I'm trying to think of a good way to say it. She just, I don't know. She reminds me of like a Lil' Kim, like the type of person like. I don't know, but I'm just saying she reminds me of Lil' Kim. But that's what I think. But I could be wrong. But I'm on the fence with Kelly. But I'm glad that Kenya and her can talk about divorce, because they're both going through the same thing. Mm-hmm. But as far as like friends, no, they can be acquaintances, but not friends. Kelly does not rub me that she can be somebody's friend.
I see what you mean, Drop the T. I agree with that. I'm on the fence with her too. She growing on me week after week. Okay. T-Talk, what do you think about the scenes and the ladies that we just talked about?
Well, I enjoyed what's the name? Kelly. I don't know. This week I kind of liked her. Like you, but I wouldn't say she's growing on me. I would say that, like I told y'all, it's gonna be week to week for me, because anybody can get it. It don't matter. I don't want to like none of them that much that I'm like, oh, that's my girl, or I'm protecting them, because then I can't really be. I done took myself out. Then I don't feel like I'm giving, So this week, Kelly was okay. I mean, I enjoyed the scene with her and Kenya. I feel like Kelly was trying to be helpful to her, because her business is already successful, and she wanted to speak life into her, telling her, don't worry about Brooklyn. We're going to make sure Brooklyn gets to school. And I feel like Kelly meant that, even if she got to go in her pocket to get it. That's what I felt. And that's what made me like her this week. Yeah. So that was it for me. What was the other scene? Did I speak on that one?
Ralph and Drew.
Oh, that was cute too, but I don't like Ralph Pittman at all. I don't like the way he just like Drop the T said, he remind me so much of Martell. Like whenever Drew do something good, then he gotta try to get on her, right on her coattail. Like, oh, I'm coming too, Drew. You're not gonna leave me. Like she's trying to go up, and he at the bottom of the thing, like, come back down here, get your ass down. That's what I get from Ralph. So I don't really care for that.
He's jealous of his own wife.
Yeah, and I don't like the way he was like, you can go ahead on in the house now. And she was like, oh, okay. I would have been like, bitch.
I go when I get ready.
Hey, Sassy.
He's like a little sweet to me. He's like kind of sweet. He kind of feminine to me.
Feminine.
Yeah. I have the rumors.
What you think, Sassy?
I will be sure.
What you think, Sassy?
I don't like Ralph. I know I ain't never liked Ralph.
You don't like
I'm just gonna be honest. I think he's hiding who he really is.
What you mean, Sassy? What you mean, Sassy?
His
wrist hurt.
Spirit fingers.
Sassy, his wrist hurt.
Yeah. It keep breaking. I keep trying to hold it up. but he keep falling.
It hurt. Hurt.
Yeah,
That
I think
Willie said, I think he swings both ways.
both ways.
Yes.
Because he thinks he's so into himself. He's so, I know I look good, and I know. No, you don't with your square head. Okay, you are nice. I guess you could be nice looking, but your attitude makes you disgusting. And Drew, I don't know. Drew gets on my nerve. I like Drew, but Drew gets on my nerve. It's like they get along right now better than they did any other time. But yet he controlled that scene. Oh, I'm done talking. Go on in the house. You interrupting the drills. No, Ninja, you interrupting my time. You need to get in that car and go back to the basement where you belong.
Right.
It just aggravates
I thought he was
me.
supposed to be in the basement. What he doing in the yard?
Yeah, talking about something. I'm gonna give you your time. Oh, you ain't gotta do nothing but walk to the back. What he getting in the car for?
I thought that man was supposed to be in the basement. He all out in the yard.
And drove around to the basement. What they did? Oh, anyway. I did like Kelly. I think Kelly is a little fashionista. She's tiny. I think Kelly has two sides. I think Kelly is very supportive as a businesswoman. In this scene. Now, next week she can be cussing Kenya out and tearing her business down. All I know. But this week I did like Kelly. I liked her. I like her little outfits, the mismatched shoes. I thought that was absolutely cute. She makes a statement. Kenya,
I love that mismatched shoe thing.
That was so cute.
That was cute.
That was real cute. And Kenya been trying to open this salon forever. Okay. And the reason why Kenya's stuff is not successful is because of Kenya. It ain't got nothing to do. People will come if they like you. I'm just saying. But you are in the industry where there are hundreds of salons that's doing the exact same thing you're doing, but half the price and doing better. So you coming into an already dominated field, you've been better off just renting that space out and getting nice celebrity hairstylists in there. But that's Kenya. And I feel like Kelly gave us some good advice. I like that. So it was good.
I agree.
I enjoyed that moment. I really did. Until you do right by me.
That was funny.
So, yeah, it was good. So, anything else?
What you gonna do? No.
Well, I'm going to Drew and Dennis, child. Drew and Dennis.
Well, it's on you. So what you gonna do?
So next we're gonna talk about Drew and Dennis. Okay, Drew and Dennis. They meet up in the studio. She's listening to her song. They're talking about Portia. And Drew is telling Dennis, "Hey, look, Portia's mad. You said you ran this by her. She's mad and this and that because we're working together." And Dennis was like, "Look, while she was over there eating food, I was making my money. Okay, so you and her need to work that out. Okay, this between you and her. Okay." And Dennis went on by his business. So Drew was like, maybe one day her and Portia can have a good sit down and talk about it, but as of right now, it ain't gonna happen. So down to the girls getting together for the bank. Okay, it's Shamea. She's getting ready. She's talking to Portia. They conversating. Then it's Britt talking to Kelly. They're conversating. And then it's back to Shamea and Portia. And then it is, let's see, Angela. Okay. Let's see. Oh, Lord, Kenya. The girls are arriving at the bank, and the area is Bankhead. If y'all don't know, the bank looks like it was nice. I mean, they open up that big old vault, and you walk in. It's all decorated nice. So, of course, Angela, she comes up first, and she's dressed in black. She looks really nice. Um, then you got who else came in first? Let's see. Angela arrives, and then Britt, she shows up first, and they're having a conversation. Then Drew, Portia comes in, and Kelly. Um, Kenya, everybody's looking and seeing how nice the place is, and they're all getting ready to take their seats. And of course, Shamea and Angela have a conversation before everybody kind of like take their seat. She calls her to the side. She gives her the olive oil and the olive branch. And, Shamea, like she said, she said, I came off hard. I want this to be an olive branch, for us to start off on a good, another good one. And then Shamea, her confessional still picked at her nose. And I don't know how my moonwalk I do, but whatever. And she still picked at her. But hey, it was fun. It was fun, out of fun. So they're sitting there. They get ready to sit down, and everybody's in black. And guess who shows up in green?
Kenya, as always.
Green, not black, child. Green, and it wasn't even a cute green dress.
Right.
Everybody's sitting there looking elegant. The tablecloth's black. It's sparkly everywhere. She busted up in green. Lord have mercy. So what y'all think about it? What y'all think about this?
Well, one of y'all can go first.
I'll go. I like the olive branch idea. I love the fact that Shamea brought that in. Angela seemed to accept it. But I don't know if it's just production being messy. Shamea is definitely being messy in the confessionals. She's still making jokes. But I look at that as two ways. If you're going to be friends with somebody, and I think they're getting to know each other and coming toward being friends, sometimes you can get those little jokes in and make a point where you're doing little inside jokes and it's still funny. Now we have to see if Angela doesn't seem to take it real personally, and she'll come right back. So she's able to do that. So I do like that they're having that little banter with each other. So I'll just have to see how that goes. These two ladies are two of my favorites so far, Shamea and Angela Oakley. I think they both have a kind of a balancing personality, and Angela particularly is not going to let anybody really play with her, I don't think. So I like the way that their relationship is going. And I like the scenes between the two of them.
Well, I think Shamea, I think she's kind of a jokester a little bit. You say you want, y'all to be friends, and you want to, be looked at as a pillar in the community. But then, on the one hand, you want to give her the olive oil and the olive branch, but then you go in your confessional, then talking shit. So which one is it here? That's why I say, what are we doing here? Do you want us to be friends, and just want us to be cordial, where we can, be around our friends and be cordial, but not friends? So I kind of like, I'm on the fence with her. I'm on the fence with her now this week. Because what the hell wrong with you? What was the olive branch and the olive oil for? Then you go in your confessional and you start talking shit, talking about Michael Jackson and stuff. I don't know. I don't know if you're drinking or I don't know. But I love the vault. I want us to go there. I love the vault.
In the daytime.
I would go there.
In the daytime.
I love that.
I would eat there.
I totally agree with you about Shamea.
Yeah.
That was no apology. You do not apologize to somebody and then turn around and still talk about their nose. Even so much she was talking about the girl nose this week. saying that is she wrong for saying something about her nose since she bought it and it's not her natural nose? You still talking about the girl nose, regardless of where it came from. If she bought it because she wanted it like that, it's still her nose now. It's hers now. So either way, you know what I'm saying? You going at the girl's nose. It was something else you talked about too, Sassy. What else you talked about? Because I had it in my head. I wanted to say something about it.
Lord, I can't even.
I forgot.
She's talking about something. I don't know. I can't remember.
Kelly, but I can't remember.
With the dress, Kenya with the dress.
No, that was my fault.
No, it wasn't that.
No, it wasn't that.
She said she might have to beat it. She had a few jokes.
She said I might have to beat it or something. Not moonwalk out of here or something like that.
Yeah,
I wasn't talking about the nose part. I had kind of got over that. It was something with not even the olive. When it came in there, I'll think about it. It might come up.
Okay.
And I'll think about it later. But did you notice Ralph got his teeth white? Y'all be noticing everything.
I didn't notice that. He ready for camera. I'll give him that.
Angela doesn't like Phaedra. She said it in the interview. Phaedra probably don't like her either. So they probably
don't.
Yeah.
So Angela leave Phaedra alone because she would.
If Phaedra don't care, if you go over there on her page, honey, she is out here living. She don't give a damn about
her life.
Look, she don't give a damn about Angela or that nose, okay?
Right. She posts herself. Yeah. She posts herself mostly.
Did you see her out there with her cowboy boots on with her fish?
Yes, I get it.
Yeah. She ain't worrying about no Angela. Angela better be worried about what Charles doing. That's what she better be doing.
That's Charles gonna sit up down. She can't do the boots on the ground, honey.
Right. Well, didn't anyway, Portia is a mess. Let's keep on going. So as Sassy said, Kenya walking into the vault with her damn green dress on when it's an all-black affair. She gonna pretend like she did not know that she was supposed to wear black with a whole damn invitation that say all black attire. So she took her ass there on purpose, and it irritated me because I don't like that. If somebody go out of their way and tell you to wear the goddamn color that the people ask you to wear. Right. And if you don't want to wear that color, stay your black ass home. Right. Don't go messing up somebody else's stuff.
Exactly.
That's fair.
Don't go messing up somebody else's stuff.
She did that on purpose.
So don't be going and messing up nobody else's stuff, okay? Anyway, Portia told her that their damn invitation was clear. You knew what you were supposed to wear. Anyway, Kenya go says her nice hellos to everybody. She go to Britt. Britt ain't appreciating the hug that Kenya gave her. I guess she wanted Kenya to rub her titties up on her, or I don't know. But she said she didn't appreciate that pat. Kenya let her know that she pat her ass because she didn't want all that makeup on her clothes, okay? She do got on a green dress, and Britt packs that shit on her face. So Kenya said, no, you're not getting that on my dress. I might got to take it back. No, I'm just she might have said that, though. But anyway, Shamea, going over there, Shamea wants to give Angela this olive oil that she done stuck a little branch in there. She gives her the olive oil. And like my girl said, she go over there and do all that apologizing just to go in that damn confessional and talk shit about that woman. I didn't like that. Anyway, Kelly asked Drew about her extra gas that she bought to her event, and she didn't appreciate it. Okay. Drew says, whatever she says, but Kelly then tells the girl she ain't buy nothing. So Kelly was watching them people at the party, and she was checking out who bought something and how much they spent. Oh my gosh. So Drew says, yes, I did. Look. And she get that lady her phone. Y'all know why she get that lady her phone? Because she wanted that lady to see that she was texting Dennis. Because that's the first thing Kelly said. Oh, I see Dennis in this text. That's what I see. And she's like, but it's a group text. It's a group text. So basically, Drew was trying to give the illusion that I'm texting Dennis, but it's in a group text. Trying to start Drew got Dennis for a storyline. The music sound good. I gotta give her that. But it just seemed like this was for a storyline, okay? Kenya announced that she's gonna be having her Kenya Moore Hair Care Salon opening and all that good stuff. So the ladies all say they want to go. Portia, of course, wants to go for free because it's all about Portia. So she want to go for free. Now this lady just opening up her salon, and you already want to go for free when you've been selling them goddamn sheets for many years now. Kenya trying to come up. You already up. So don't do that. I'm talking to everybody. Don't do that to your friends. When your friends start a business, don't be talking about, can I get a discount? But goddamn, I just started. How am I gonna get big if I gotta keep giving discounts, right? Anyway, Angela asked Shamea to update them in her life. What's going on with you, Shamea? Tell us. So of course, Shamea brings out her song because that's what's going on. No sooner as she turned the song on and tell the people, listen to her song, Portia. That's not you. That's not you. Oh my God, that's Drew. Oh, that don't sound like you. I mean, Portia just was talking over the girl's song. Portia pissed me off. Then at the end, she had the nerve to ask her, like, was she featured on the song? I did not like that at all. Shamea didn't even. Shamea was upset, okay? Portia says that when she says that the music sound like Drew's, basically what she's saying is that it sound good. So you saying Shamea don't sound good? I'm just confused a little bit. I don't know. Anyway, y'all, we go into these questions. So you know they all had to write something down on a piece of paper. You put the name on there. You want to ask the person a question, okay? They asked Shamea, how did she thank her husband for that Rolls Royce? And of course, Shamea did a whole little gesture like she took it all the way down the throat, okay? All the way down the throat. And then she had to bend over and clap that ass, okay? That's what she said. I'm just telling y'all. I didn't say it. She did. Anyway, so Portia asks Angela, what's a secret you wouldn't want the group to know? And then somebody mentions threesomes or something, but Portia said, well, I heard Charles was a little spicy and that I heard about y'all. So Angela was like, what you heard? Portia was like, oh, no, don't worry. I'll wait. Angela was like, nah, if you got something to say, come on and talk about it. But in her confessional, Angela said, Portia don't want to talk about her raggedy ass marriage, but she got the nerve to want to talk about mine, and she need to keep her goddamn mouth off Charles Oakley, okay? That's what Angela said, because her husband is at her house, Portia. Yours down there with the ice people. So you really don't got that much room to talk. Anyway, going over there to Kenya. They asked Kenya what kind of panties she got on, and why did Kenya do all that pulling out the cooch? And they talking about she got a camel toe and a fat cooch, and I was just so turned off at that moment. I was very turned off. Anyway, the next question go to Kenya too, and it was, Kenya, why are you so worried about a happily married woman? Before Kenya could even answer that question, here come Britt. She want to ask Kenya, can she be friendly with her without giving an attitude? Kenya said, I could be friendly with everybody. Britt said, I'm not talking about everybody. I'm talking about me. Okay. And again, Kenya's like, listen, why are you doing this? And Britt says, what you mean, why? I'm doing this because I have the floor now and I can. Okay. Child, they go back and forth. Kenya tell her she's a peasant approaching the queen. Britt did not like that. She did not like that, okay, at all. She's like, wait, did you say peasant? So, Kenya's like, don't come for me. And the girl was like, I ain't sent for you. So Kenya was like, oh, thank you for using my catchphrase. How do you tell us that you watch these women without telling us that you watch them? Because she absolutely did use Kenya's catchphrase, I didn't send for you, okay? Child, y'all know what happened next. It turned into a whole big old thing. They started going back and forth. Well, Kenya stopped talking after a minute because that girl said she had a little pistol. So Kenya, she stopped talking. But Britt, where's my husband? Where's my husband? Because I got whips and chains and I got all those things. And don't forget, I got Smith & Wesson too. Y'all know what she did. She acted a total ass. It was totally embarrassing. Kenya, I never seen her quiet like that before, but Kenya plays smart. Because if you know somebody got a weapon, don't be the dummy to go run down on them or go running your mouth to them. Because these people out here now, they be just popping. They don't be caring, okay? So what's her name? Britt was calling Kenya all kind of bees, a black bee, a white bee, any bee that she could, she called Kenya that. And that's kind of how we ended. You know, of course, Portia took Kenya to a car because Kenya was over there scared. She was real scared. So yeah, that's what happened. What do y'all think, ladies?
Child, now you know, Kenya ain't never ran before. But Kenya got the hell on, okay? Kenya's like, you going to your car? Oh yeah, I'll take a ride. Yeah.
Kenya was gonna get on top of that hood. If wasn't no room, Kenya was gonna get on that hood to get away from her.
Yeah.
Get on the hood.
She said, I'll be driving Miss Daisy. You can drive me. And I'm with her on that because at that point, Britt's, I don't know, her feelings were hurt and started from with the hug, the pat on the back versus an in hug. I never even think like that when I hug my friends or anybody. I never think she didn't hug me long enough. Hug me some more. Squeeze me down here. I just don't know why Britt was so pressed and escalated it to that.
She patted her on the back.
Why
because Kenya called her.
You think T-Talk said she wanted a moment? That had to be it. I couldn't see what else because then all the questions being directed toward Kenya. Now let me ask y'all this. There's a question. One of the questions in there, Britt says, "I promise I did not write." Do we think Kelly might have been a 5-starter and wrote one of those questions?
Yeah.
Directed toward. You think so? Yeah, I was wondering about that. I said, well, Britt's kind of crazy. She might have wrote all those Kenya questions, but I don't know.
I'm gonna tell you, Kelly wrote another one too, because when Drew read, "Why do you come for a woman?" and Kelly said, women.
Oh.
She corrected Drew. So I believe Britt wrote that and Kelly wrote it, and they switch it up. So I bet you they told each other, well, if you hear mine, I'll say I didn't write it. Because she did correct it. So I think her and Britt was in on it, but she didn't think Britt was going to go left like that.
Yeah.
You know,
Angela put together, I like how she gave them all a gift. When they were leaving, they had a big old box. I thought that was really nice. I get excited about little stuff like that. I think that's really cute.
Yes, that was really nice. The little gifts, I like that.
Yeah, me too.
Very nice. But you know, it's always got to be one that mess up something. Where my pimp at?
Did y'all see how why was Mike dressed like that? He had on regular sneakers. He just looked regular. He didn't look good. And he was like, you doing too effing much. Like he was trying to pull Britt back, but she was already gone.
I think he looked like that because
Charles was there too, though.
He just chilling. He really dropped her off.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think he didn't expect to be on camera. Yeah, he was surprised at where it went because he told her, you doing too effing much. I was kind of surprised at that.
Yeah, because I think he into Doug's and them box trucks. I think he is.
Yeah. He don't like all that attention then, huh?
He bringing attention to him. He like,
yeah. Britt was doing the most. I like how production brought all the confessionals. All the ladies came in and said, she's doing a lot. She's doing a lot. So at the time, all the ladies thought that Britt was doing the most. And I thought that too.
Yeah, they all thought she was.
They did, yeah.
But just think about this. Kenya wasn't, even if she had a pow right, you have to have justification to pow somebody. She wasn't a threat to you. That one was over there at the car. So what was the threat? That one was trying to get on.
I'm just gonna be honest. This is what I think Kenya did, because if y'all go back and look at all Kenya's interviews, she told people that the girl pulled it out on her.
No, she didn't pull it out.
I didn't think she said she
did not pull that gun out on her. That's why Kenya got in trouble. She did mention the pow, but she never pulled it out because they said that Kenya said that. She said, at that time, I felt my life was in danger. The girl never pulled the gun out on her.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now, you ain't got to pull it out. If you sit there telling me you got a pow, I'm feeling like I'm in danger.
Yeah.
Britt
claims she didn't have one. Yeah, I thought Britt claimed at the time she didn't have one. She didn't reference a weapon. She lied about it,
Yes,
definitely.
she did reference a weapon, though.
Yes, she did. I heard it too. Mama B says she don't know why she invited her to the opening. I wouldn't have wanted to film with her. Yeah, I wish Kenya had went a little further as far as feeling threatened and not filming with her instead of shooting her own job in the foot. That I just hate the way the whole thing went down.
You know what that is that some of those things Bravo pay for. So
that's true too. Yeah, you gotta have, and all the cast has to be involved. Yeah, man, because there were some big bloggers there. We already know the names that came up. They were there at the time and was telling us what happened.
But I wouldn't be telling nobody. I got no power.
But Michelle was there. She was there.
She wasn't there. She was outside.
Yeah, outside.
Yeah, she didn't get no invitation because they don't like her.
She don't like him.
She gets all the information anyway.
Yeah, he don't like her.
He don't like her because she exposed Kenya salon from being closed.
It don't matter.
And she made an appointment and Kenya never showed up.
Kenya said she can't come in, damn it.
I don't blame Kenya for that. If you only talk negatively about me, you ain't coming.
Your ass can't come up in here. You've been sitting over there on your page.
This is my problem, T-Talk and Sandra and Drop the T. If somebody you felt so threatened by this person, now me, if I hear pow pow and I feel threatened, I'm not gonna go to my grand opening where I make my money and pull out some naked pictures in order to embarrass this girl who might have a pow pow. That don't even make sense.
Because the bitch might have shot me.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, shit, you think I'm gonna go mess up my grand opening, mess up my money?
She would have been like Danny on motherfucker Beyond the Gates, pow pow.
At the wedding, right? At the wedding.
Gone.
Yeah. I think Kenya was so mad at that point. She just wanted to do something, but I hate what happened. But she was gonna retaliate.
Kenya went too far. She went too far.
She was gonna retaliate.
And I think what happened, because a lot of people are saying, I think she was not vindicated because what Kenya did, she went on a whole press tour saying that this girl she had a gun on her and showed it. This is what Kenya was saying. But people don't go back you got to go back and watch her interviews. And Kenya messed herself up. I'm sorry. She messed herself up. Because ain't no way I'm going to lose no money over no hoe.
Me either. Yeah, me either.
I'm not going to ruin my money.
How did y'all rate the episode? How did y'all rate the episode?
I gave it an 8.
I gave it a good 8.
8. Yeah, this is a good one.
I gave it a 9.
It was a solid 8. It might have been a -9, 9 minus, almost.
I gave it a 9. I gave it a strong 9, actually. It was pretty good.
It was good.
I think they worked all the scenes in right. The only one scene I thought that they hopped real fast on was Kelly's when she was her and the girls was getting dressed, and then the next thing you know, they was at the place. I said, well, goddamn, they didn't even have no car ride or nothing.
I don't know.
They went from in the bathroom to in the club, in the place. I said, now how y'all do that?
Let me ask you, ladies. Let me ask you, because I was thinking about this. Okay, Portia, to me, she's some of the fans' favorite. She's some of the production favorite. And Andy likes her because she's put hands on people and come back. But what do we think production thinks about Portia this season? Because they keep showing, we know Portia gives shady moments, but they show really shady moments, like with Shamea and the song. And then with Portia bringing up Charles, I know something spicy about Charles, and Angela's not going for it. Like, what you know about my husband? And then she brought up, you don't want to talk about your marriages, because she could have brought up, well, what about Cordell? What about Simon? Do we think production is, what they doing with Portia? They still establishing her as one of the favorites, or they trying to be a little shady? Because she's always done those little moments, but they're showing it.
I think
they're building her up to have a moment with each and every one of them.
That's a good
point. But I think they've always shown her shade.
You think they always shown her?
I don't think they've always shown her shade.
For me, it's always like a funny type, laughing type thing. Yeah. This season has been more like, okay, now you look like you hating on your best friend with the song.
And you had each one of you don't know your friends, you don't know your best friend's name and number. You don't know it.
Even bringing up Charles, it's a little meaner.
I think for Shamea, it's necessary for them to do that because there's going to be a rift in their friendship. So a good producer would pick out different pieces from both of them to show us so that we can see, okay, oh, that's what happened. Oh, Portia did it. Oh, Shamea did. They have to do that so that we can see, how they got there. So I think it's necessary.
Okay. Well, Angela too. I'm curious how she's gonna handle that because I didn't like what she said. Don't bring it up if you can't bring out what you were talking about. I heard something spicy. What you hear? I'm not gonna talk about it.
She probably gonna say she heard about the illegitimate kid.
Wendy told us that. Wendy Williams told us that. And Wendy said the Purple Kid told us that.
So Angela's coming on here. Did Angela tell us that?
No, I didn't get that. I didn't get that from her. So, but it's not Portia's job to bring it on screen, unless maybe.
But it wasn't Kelly's job to bring Portia's either. But that's what they do. They house.
We know a new peach was coming with that because that was my question.
Okay, so then I feel like you should know somebody was gonna come at Angela too. Her husband went out here and had a baby, and she's coming on here saying, "Oh, we got separated because of some bullshit with the basketball people."
She did. He got put out of Madison Square Garden. Yeah.
So she's a fucking liar.
Nah, because he was slinging the ping pong.
Her husband left her and had a baby on her.
Yeah, he did.
Angela's husband?
Yeah.
Charles Oakley, their first year of marriage. Okay, the ladies think that Mike looks like Nico. You remember Nico from the shower curtain? So something about his face. Yeah, I see it. I see it, ladies.
Cool Cat said late joining. Kenya never said she saw a gun or a pow pow. She did not do a press tour. She did reply to Michelle and all the other bloggers that put stories out. Let's see.
She did a lot of interviews.
I remember her talking about it. I don't know if you call it.
She was on. She did several interviews about that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't care what Kenya did with the pics because you don't stomp me and determine how I react when I stand up. Besides, I think the production team was in on it with Kenya.
Yeah, with the printouts and stuff. I thought that too.
Yeah.
She said because Shamea isn't innocent. No, I definitely
no, she's not innocent.
No, she's definitely not innocent.
The thing is, Kenya does stuff too. And then Kenya, but my point is, why would you mess up your money over her when you could have did that anywhere? Because Kenya could have said no, but Kenya went ahead with it, and she was the one that got reprimanded.
Yeah. D, I do believe that Portia and Shamea both do stuff against their friendship. So I don't think it's just Portia. I think they both. Shamea probably not as bad as Portia, but I'm sure she's done things that are questionable. Even me looking at it from the outside now this season, the way she was with Kelly, I wouldn't think that my best friend would come on my platform and then raise some other girl up so high. And I wouldn't expect my best friend to do that. So I don't know. I think they both guilty. But that's just me.
With the garden. Oh, okay.
Did y'all see the interview? Yeah, I did see the interview with her mom. I talked about it this morning.
Was it on her channel? I have to watch that. And I'm seeing replay on your live this morning.
It was on her channel.
Everybody's mom gonna ride for them. We're gonna see Miss Diane keep riding for Portia. I can't hate on her for that.
But I really did enjoy Shamea's mom.
Yeah.
She's like my grandma. She reminded me of my grandma. You know, she's told the truth. Like Shamea was like, keep it cute. She's like, I'm gonna keep it real because that's the only way I know how to be. And I'm gonna tell you how I feel. And she said she really didn't appreciate Diane referencing her child as a dog.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think that I don't know if that was my mom. I think I would have told her that's just a saying. She wasn't calling me a dog, but she thinking like the lady literally called her daughter a dog, and she didn't like that. So she didn't like it. But that's just a saying. That's not nobody calling you a dog.
Yeah, that was a theme for tonight. If you tell other people what somebody else did to you, once you forgive them, your loved ones are still gonna hold a grudge. Like with Britt and her sisters, with Angela and her mom and sisters, you gotta be careful what you share with people because you forgive them, but your family didn't move on. They still upset.
They be like, "Why you back friends with?"
Yeah,
I thought y'all was fighting. I don't like her.
Oh, Sonia made a good point. Yeah, go naked or Portia. Because I was saying that about the song. Yeah, why did she play the song?
But people don't want to talk about that.
I didn't even think of that, y'all.
They
but
don't
want
to talk about that song.
That's true.
They want Portia to
That's a good point.
push Shamea, but Shamea ain't never showed Portia stuff. I've been
That's
following Shamea for years. I ain't never seen cheats over there or her hair or nothing else.
Yeah, they have good reviews. They have good reviews.
I guess you gotta be rich for the stuff out.
That's the point. That is a good point. Come on, cool cat.
Portia is a waste.
Portia is a waste and has no darn story. Bravo wasted money on her. They needed Phaedra to help salvage the fake hype for Portia. Shamea sounded sad, but she gets what she get because Portia dogs her.
I see value in Portia. Portia makes me laugh. Portia's good TV.
When she said that, when she said Kenya Coochie was big and it, girl, I holler.
You don't know what she's gonna say. You know, Peach Juice is funny to me. She's silly.
She is silly. And when she said she gonna fire Tom's the CEO,
yeah. He said I need to call corporate. You got my number.
I'm so perfect. I'm not sure if that's true that they wanted her just because of Simon. I think they wanted her back because they really like Portia. Bravo likes Portia.
They like working with her. They do.
Simon is not. He wasn't. I mean, it was good that he had the money and the fake money anyway in the house and all that. But no, they wanted Portia, not because of Simon. They wanted Portia. Them people love Portia. Canadian Queen says, I agree. Portia can't hold the audience. She doesn't give anything but big teeth and a big fake butt.
Y'all tough on her. I like me some Portia poo. Come on, Kim, you.
I like Portia. I think Portia is good TV.
I think she's great TV. D said Portia's divorce is her storyline. It was unexpected, and she's being forced to explain herself and navigate her way back.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah,
true.
Do you all think that Kenya saw the situation with Britt as a chance to try to get her off the show, as seen in the hot mic? Probably.
Yeah. She's done it before. The second Portia started dragging her, she said, she's gone. She's fired. And I'm like, oh, man. Portia,
and the first thing she said about Britt, she's got to go. She's got to go.
I agreed with her that she should go, but that is part of it.
Kenya is a baiter. And if you don't watch it, she will bait you, and you will have lost your job. Yeah. She baited Portia. She tried to bait Phaedra until Phaedra read her like a dog. And then she baited Britt, and Britt
Phaedra ran her down.
Yeah. I think it backfired.
Down. I love me some Phaedra. I love me some Phaedra now.
Yes, I like Phaedra.
Yeah.
Phaedra out here living her best life. She don't care what shit nobody said about her. She's doing her thing.
Yes, God.
Yeah, I love me some Phaedra.
Yes.
Yep. Y'all got any more hot items y'all want to talk about? I'm so perfect.
Oh, I'm good. I think this was great.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it was a good episode.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, that's how you may feel, Cool Cat, but Bravo still liked her enough to not only bring her back, but to give her a huge deal that no other housewife has ever had. So they liked her. They liked her enough. And Simon ain't signed on those deals. That's all Portia.
They gave her a lot of money to come back, right? How much did they give her?
Gave her a lot of money, and they gave her scripted TV deals.
Yes, Universal. Universal has other projects that you can get involved on.
She's promoting a lot of stuff, so she's making her money.
Yeah, she's in that Lifetime movie. She what is that movie?
I have to watch that. The Single Black Female 3. Yeah. I missed 2. Yeah. I don't know how I missed 2. I saw the first one. I'm gonna watch the next 2. Portia Button. Donella Gray. I think it is. I think there's something in there. Portia's, look at her first season. I think it's season 2 when she come on. She was small. She's very tiny.
Yeah, but
I don't know Donella.
But that's why her butt was tiny. If I lose weight right now, my butt would be tiny.
I don't know. I don't know. Did she admit to any work? I don't know that she admitted to it or not.
Portia butt it don't look fake to me.
I don't know.
Whoever did it did a good job.
It does not look fake to me. When that girl lose weight, her butt go down. When she gain weight, it come back up. It don't look fake. Everybody
she said her butt's not fake. She said that's the.
She said it's not. Okay.
She said her titties is fake.
Yeah.
She admitted to it. Okay.
She said her butt is not fake.
But I think everybody on that show that has some work done, so they can't. You know, everybody.
You see how
she has
no work. Kelly don't need no more work. Kelly about to look. Ooh.
Yeah, Kelly. Yeah.
Cool Cat. I like Cool Cat. I do like her, but not like that. Not like I don't like nobody like that. No. Ooh. She can get it. I don't know her like that. I can't be like her that much, baby. Yeah, Portia. But I'm just speaking the truth that Bravo wanted her.
I like her. She's good TV. I think she can make you laugh.
They didn't want it wasn't Simon that they was that worried about. But Portia got her boobs done, not her butt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that cornbread fed butt. Kind of like mine, you know. They just like yours dropped the T, you know.
Also, purpose says good eating.
Good eating. You got a little tuka back there.
Portia can't have a butt.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know I got some junkin'. I got some antique in my trunk, honey.
We do. We all do.
Yeah. All y'all have got junk in the trunk.
Okay, mine are in the mail end again.
Wait a minute, excuse me, Sandra P. Because I know that
I said we do.
Y'all.
I said we do.
No.
I did to mine.
That one down there said y'all.
Oh, she admit to hers. You gotta admit to yours too.
That one over there with that Nike shirt on. Talking about some y'all.
They've seen her. They know. They know.
I know you ain't say y'all.
Yeah, they know.
All of us.
Probably like it's hot.
Yeah.
Oh,
BBL booty child. They probably think we got BBLs too, because we all stacked. All 4 of us.
What you say? Baby, all we gotta do is snap this back and that thing sit up like this.
Right.
All I need to do is learn how to twerk, baby, and we got us a part.
Yes.
And Sheila Joe a teacher.
Okay, Donella.
Yeah, and Letitia. Is Letitia coming?
Who? No, she's not coming.
Oh.
She's coming in January.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the Jamaica one.
She's in Jamaica right now.
Oh, she is? Okay.
Me, the Canadian queen. Me either.
It's her anniversary.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, Canadian queen, your booty never go down? Mine's do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not mine.
Mine go.
Y'all butt don't go down if you lose weight.
When I was skinny, it was the same.
When I lose weight, my butt go down.
Huh?
When I lose weight, my butt will go down.
Yeah, my butt. I lose weight. I lose weight there too. Yeah, it still looks good. It don't go flat.
Right.
It just, it go down a little bit.
But the breast don't go nowhere. The breast, I lose weight. The breast still gonna stay there.
Wait a minute.
Well,
I want to twerk. I just want to listen, Dot Willie. Let me just be serious. Let me just be honest.
Let her live.
I got all that ass in my jeans.
Hey.
That's the only reason. Because I got all that ass in my jeans.
Right. We're going to show out Friday. Next week, we're going to show out.
That's why. That's the only reason why, Dot Willie. That's the only reason why. Don't be laughing, Sheila Joe.
Sheila Joe likes to twerk too. She likes to twerk.
That's why.
She ready to twerk.
Sheila Joe, we're gonna teach her how to.
Yeah, Sheila Joe.
Throw that leg up.
Yeah.
Throw that leg.
Wait a minute now, Sassy. I am from the
Turn it around, baby.
Wait a minute, Sassy. I am from the DMV now. I know how to put the one leg up. Put the booty on the floor. Put the one leg up. I know how to do that one now.
Now, Kelly's a Baltimore girl, too. Kelly is a Baltimore girl, too, T-Top.
Uh-huh. You know Baltimore. I'm not a Baltimore girl.
You're not Baltimore?
No,
you said DMV. Okay.
It's not the same. Unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's the DMV is a certain part of Maryland, DC, and Virginia.
Okay.
It doesn't extend over that side. It's not even where I live right now. I live in Maryland, but it's not the DMV. I moved.
Okay.
So the DMV is off of the 495 corridor. Baltimore's off of 695 and 795. So if you don't live off of 495, then you're not considered a part of the DMV.
Okay.
Protein squat, side leg lifts. Okay, Doc Willie, thank you.
But shout out to Baltimore because I love Baltimore and I goes to Baltimore. But I'm from the DMV. This how we hey. This how we get down, y'all. What you on the floor? Put your booty on the floor. Hey. Uh-oh, she said she's gonna teach me how to twerk, y'all. This is a good song right here. Oh, wait a minute. They said we was stunting at the Winter Wonderland. Wait a minute, what that mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what that mean we was stunting?
They did a line dance. They did a couple things.
Yeah. I know one thing, Sheila Joe. They better all know the boots on the ground. By the time we get down there with these cowboy hats and things, this girl done got me buying cowboy hats and shit. Y'all know I don't even buy no shit like that.
Yeah, I have to get my cowboy boots.
You didn't order yours yet?
Yep, I'm ordering them tonight. I'm ordering my cowboy boots tonight. Yep, you ordered yours, Sassy.
No, I'm going down the street and get mine at the shoe House of Shoes or wherever that is. I saw some in the window. I said, "Ooh, I like them."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
I got me some coming. I already got my hat.
No, you got your hat already. I think some cute ones. They got like some little shingles hanging. What you call them? Thing with tassels hanging off. I'm like, yeah, those are cute.
Mm-hmm. She said she's seen some the jeans with the tassels. I mean,
they were like you can get them in dark brown or a tan, like a light tan. They had the little diamonds in them. They were real cute.
Okay.
Regina says she got her hat today, baby.
And all right, Regina.
Regina. Nancy, Regina, me and you had to talk about a week ago. Today I learned to dance, Regina. I said, listen, I'm in my kitchen cooking, and I'm going to just turn it on and just keep doing it. Why you ain't done that yet?
It's easy. Once you get that little step and you learn where to step off at, you'll know how to, you know what I'm saying?
The hardest part of the dance is the footwork when you got to, like you just said, when you got to go.
When you come up and then you got to come back and go back around. Yeah.
That's what gets me turning. Yeah, when you turn.
You get that other three, the first part is 1, 2, no, step. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then cross over, come back, go this way, cross over, come back,
and
go
turn, and then
1, 2, 3, 4, tap. Oh, let me do my favorite part. Wait.
It's the fans.
There you go.
Got my fans.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Boom. I love that part.
Where them fans at? That's my favorite part. Regina said she got the first part. Now just work on the second part.
Mm-hmm.
Just work on the second part.
I gotta see what my fan is by Fort Mill. That word to that in
I think mine came today. Some stuff came today. I just ain't go to the mailbox.
I got some packets. I'm finna go in there and see now.
I got something today. Let me see what it was. I know it was my shirt. I got something today.
Do what now?
I got something today. What was it? I think it was I think it was my T-shirt. If I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
Yep, I got my T-shirt, but not my pants. But I got my T-shirt, but not my fans yet. You got your shirts today too, my lady? Yep, I got my shirts, but not my fans yet.
I got to go and see what I got. I got some packages.
Oh, that will we definitely be doing. We definitely be doing.
Oh, yeah, we can definitely have the videos up.
Yeah, we definitely have videos. We go live. You know, this time we might go live at the pool, but one might be over here, one be over there. We can't be right next to each other, but we definitely will be going live. Yeah. Sleep on the plane. Who is she talking to? Regina?
Who?
Why are you telling her to
sleep on the plane?
Who?
Oh, she must be telling Regina to sleep because you know with that first night she get in, we got the whatchamacallit. We go out that night. So soon Regina get in, right out.
What, the first night? What we doing the first night?
The first night we ain't really doing nothing when we get there. But the second
just
night,
chilling.
Regina come in, and then that's when we start the activities.
Yeah, I want to be by the pool.
We're not gonna do nothing Friday because she won't be there, and I don't think that's fair. So
yeah,
we start on Saturday.
Okay.
So Regina,
we're just
on the plane,
be resting up, enjoying the resort, and
be by the pool, relaxing.
Sleep on the plane, Regina. Sleep on the plane. She right. Look, Joe say yeah, so she can be ready for the bar crawl. Yeah, that's the first thing we do. Is the bar crawl. Going to all the different bars in the vicinity. That should be fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
Sheila Joe be like a little baby on the couch. Take a little 10-minute power nap.
She ain't gonna be able to take no nap that day. She better take a nap during the day before Regina get there. Ain't gonna be no naps at night. I'm gonna have y'all ass up. Y'all better be ready.
No, you not. Listen. Go to bed. The only person gonna be up is that one over there.
I'm the only one gonna be up.
That's the only one. And that's cussing and acting a fool.
Y'all know my ass gonna be right somewhere asleep. It ain't.
I know where you going. So 10:30 hit.
Oh my God!
And they get up 5 o'clock and do your live.
Wait a minute, she didn't put the snore on there though.
I told mine.
D said Curtis be in the DR. Get him on camera if you see him. D said that Dr. Jackie's Curtis. He be down there in the DR. She said get him on camera if you see him.
Oh, okay.
You can't miss him. He be down there all the time.
Sassy. I'm gonna be looking for that fucking giraffe. I already had it planned out.
6'7", yeah.
Every tall man I see, Sassy, look. Every tall man I see, I'm gonna be like this.
Is that Curtis? Is that Curtis?
There's a giraffe.
He gonna be there.
I'm gonna get him. Every tall man I see, AD. Every time I see a man, he over the crowd. I'm gonna be like, "Is that him? Is that him?"
That him right there, y'all. There you go.
He's somewhere down there.
He's your husband.
And I hope he be with a woman.
You know, he probably gonna be the whole family.
Oh,
in my opinion.
Really said y'all stick together at all times. We will. I promise.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
We don't go nowhere without each other.
Right.
Yeah, we got a buddy system. You got to be with somebody.
You don't want to go there. Bring you out.
There's no leaving nowhere by yourself.
Right.
We a pack. We stay together. We don't play that. And they don't want to fuck with us because we kind of feisty.
Right.
So if they know what I know down there in the DR, they better play nice.
That's right.
Yeah. Cause we a feisty bunch. We might be pretty, but we feisty. Yeah. Pretty and feisty. Okay, don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. No, but yeah.
Don't let it fool you, baby. Don't let it fool you.
They don't let the smooth taste fool you, baby.
Right.
Don't let the smooth taste fool you. Yeah. Oh, that sounds good, D. Brown. She's getting her funds together.
Oh, that'll be good. Doing a European like
England. Girl, yes. Get them coins together then.
Italy, yes.
We gonna take more trips, honey. You get that thing together.
Oh,
you go do that one, and then catch us on the backhand side. Cause that sounds good right there. But we will definitely keep y'all posted throughout the trip and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Yes. Well, y'all, I'm gonna head in the house.
All right.
Take out these dirty uniforms.
Yeah, I'm great.
Take me a good old hot shower.
Well, you already know.
And I'm gonna do a tea talk.
Me too.
Y'all know they wrong coming. They gonna do a tea talk.
I'm gonna do a tea talk, baby.
Well, goddamn it, sleep good, because I'm going to tell you that's what I'm about to do. Ain't no shame in my game, baby. You see what I
be calling them cows to the house. Come here.
I'm about to go. I ain't playing with y'all. I'm about to go. They know. Look, laughing. They know what I do. Ease off. Okay, y'all. I'm going over to the house. Had to learn to say. I might be back.
You know you're gonna come back. You already know you're gonna come back.
You know Josh gonna be back.
Yeah.
Everybody be over there having a party on a Wednesday.
I might be back, y'all. Shit, my ass knew I wasn't coming back.
No, you know you're coming back.
At least y'all know. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Dad.
You were lying when you said that.
Yeah, we already know you were lying.
I was gonna try to come back, but what happened was Sleep said, "No, the fuck you ain't."
That man said, "Get your ass in here."
Yeah, I'm the early one, but that's okay. Cause don't let me be up later than one of y'all. Cause I'm gonna get y'all. I'm gonna put some toothpaste on your nose, right there on your nose. So if you wake up with toothpaste on your nose, then you know T-Talk stayed up longer than you. All right, y'all. Good night. Thank y'all for hanging out with us.
Thank you. Good
Good
night,
everyone.
Next
night,
live,
y'all.
we upload a video. Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Love y'all, girls.
Love y'all.
Love y'all too. Good night. Thank you.
When I go with confidence, when I go with roll like hips and take back sip on it, take a trip on it. When I go, you can go slow, wind it up all night, baby, take your time, let me know I want. When you tell me what I want, when the neighbors yell turn down, we keep it going, like bum bum bum. Throw it back then rotation, figure it's in the season, shine bright as that season. Girl, you know you are jam, 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 jam. could do. Oh, you made me feel like we could do it all over again, all over again. Don't you? Yeah, you made me feel like we could do. Oh, you made me feel like we could do it all over again, all over again. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Sounding like you're wasting your time. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Jam, 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 jam. Sounding like you're wasting your time. Sounding like you're wasting your time. Bum, 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 bum. When I go, we call